Hello, this is Big Ed with LHC Crawler Chronicles. Today we are going to be modifying a VFD Twin transmission for my Ultimate Capper project. And a couple things we're going to do. We are going to shorten the front end down using the VRD stubby kit, get us a little more clearance. And I have installed the Colorado Adventure lockout gear kit. I'm sacrificing the 40% for the 6%. This will give me the ability to have front burn, rear burn, and I got to figure out a place to put these dig servos. So I am going to utilize these two holes on each side. That side's going to be a little tricky. This side should be a no-brainer. 2 half moons, grind it, 3mm ball stud washer, and that should be good. This side is going to be a little trickier. What I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to grind a little bit of a half moon here and there, ditch this, button head and go with a flathead screw for clearance, and maybe massage the backside because I'm trying to get everything to fit nice and compact and tight. So that is going to be entailing this project. In short, I am going to get with the fabrication and we'll see how this turns out. All right, this is what we got. So I shortened up the front, like I said, mounted it to a skid. Unique thing, I have to shout out to Logan over at West Desert Wheeler. He makes this nifty mount to mount your VFD Twin transmission to a flat skid. So it gives you the ability to use such a great transmission. Vanquish puts out great products, and it almost makes it to where anything is possible. So on here, the left side wasn't too bad. You could see where I put some little reliefs for the washers. That is the Rock Pirates mini servo mount for the 3-gear transmission. And I think I got 12mm screws. Make sure they don't go through the bottom and interfere with the arm, which they don't. So that side was easy. This side, a little more challenging. So I did break through the transmission in the corner, the housing. There's nothing here but a shaft and then a bearing. So it's nothing major. It's more cosmetic than anything. If I wanted to fill that correctly, I would go ahead and use some panel bond adhesive. It's an epoxy, dries black, and you're fine. But like I said, if you're worried about elements, I'm not. I'm in Arizona, barely rains out here. You got more room inside that transmission of stuff to get in there. Hell, you could see clear to the other side. I wouldn't worry about that little pinhole. It's kind of hard to grind and not get it too paper thin. But the mounts are great, nice and strong. I had to go a little higher on this one, 6mm, 2 washers, ball stud washers, and I'll probably get a 6mm washer from McMaster Car. That'll clean it up a little bit, keep it from having any kind of deflection it may encounter. And I did grind a little bit on my servo. It's more cosmetic. It didn't get too deep. But if I had to do this again, I would just split the difference between those 2 holes and drill a 2.5mm diameter hole in the center, and then just move that over. So live and learn, I guess. But that's about how this is going to look. It's something I was able to do. I think you could do it. If you're handy with a drill and a little patience, anything's possible. NSDRC servos. I have plenty of those. I love these things. They're strong. They're reliable. They work. It's my go-to servo for all my projects, and you'll see many more of those on other builds. But this is going to go in the Capra. Next video, we'll be seeing if everything fits. Hopefully, this will clear the interior. I don't know, because it's really no higher than the VFD, but the Capra never came with a VFD, so it'll be interesting. I may have to have something 3D printed or just, you know, sacrifice the so-called scale points and go have fun and kill lines. You know, I'm more impressed with a car that can kill lines than how good it looks, you know. But if you get a balance of both, that's a good thing. So next video, this will be inside. I'll show you some of the other parts that we're going to have to go along with it, and see what other shenanigans rolls our way. But this is Big Ed from LHC Crawler Chronicles. Thanks for watching my video, and go find some rocks. Go do some crawling. Find some big ones. Thank you.